You can edit or Harry can.
Uh,
Would you let him edit, wouldn't you?
you have a go?
Yeah. I haven't even sipped my coffee, actually. Think of me. Cheers.
Well done, mate.
Well, should we get into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Welcome back to the Grassroot Podcast, episode 495. Feels like it now, actually. We're like
8 or 9, isn't it?
Yeah. Big time now, mate.
We're established.
I think so. Look how crunchy. There's a few things we're going to talk about on this week's pod. And the first thing, I suppose, is our shout out.
Yeah, definitely. We come across probably about a month ago another podcast under Coach Dad. We've been interacting with him over message, and we've discussed about potentially meeting up or doing some sort of Zoom call and having a bit of a.
He's a track away.
It's about 3 hours. It is about 3 hours, but yeah, if anyone enjoys our pods, then get on and listen to the Coach Dad podcast, because he's quite new into it. Probably about the same sort of time as you, really.
From what he said on his, because he gave us a shout out, so this is us returning the favours. But
can I just say that I was at work and I was listening to it on the sprayer, and I had to stop, and I was like, did he actually mention the Grassroot? So I rewind it, and then I was just like, I had a little fist bump and I had a little jogger, and I was buzzing, man. First shout out.
I got the text, so I was like, oh, no.
But I do listen to him. Him. We was listening to him before we started ours, actually.
Exactly that. Yeah, we listened to a couple of them, because there are a few. We thought we were going to be the very first Grassroot podcast. And then I looked on, because I only use Amazon, and I looked on there, nothing. And I thought, yeah, we're the first ever Grassroots podcast. No, Spotify have a few and YouTube have a few. So, yeah, check those out. But whilst you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe to ours.
Please.
Thank you. Should we talk about what he talks about in his pod a little bit? Because he was talking about how he says he coaches realistically what I coach or started coaching as a development team. He describes them as weaker players, like they're just new. And if he's come into his journey the same sort of time, it's the same thing as me. And he said about how he's switching from not like it's just about the taking part and stuff to actually wanting to win a few games.
Yeah,
I think everyone's not guilty of that, but everyone feels that same way.
I think, like, I can only go from my own. Then you get to a stage where you almost rock up every week, knowing you're going to get beat, and it's very hard to keep yourself going. I mean, talking from experience, I think it was at least 18 months before I won my first game. It was definitely 12 months before, like I said, before we scored our first goal. And it was tough. It was tough. But the only difference with us to Coach Dad is a lot of mine was playing Europe so early on.
Yeah.
So we was mixed under 4s and 5s. So, like, I'd say probably at least half the team was a year below, and you could just tell the difference.
The difference is crazy. Yeah. So I had my under 6s play the game against Monmouth under 6s, and they're under 5s, under 6s, and I've got under 5s, under 6s, and a couple that could be under 7s. And you can see the difference in the kids. I made sure I split the kids to make it even, but you can see the difference in some of the, like the height difference. Oh, you see it now because under 10s going into under 11. So yeah, it must be mad.
Yeah, it was tough. So, like I said, he's thinking about not so much is it just about taking part now. I'd like to get that first win.
Yeah.
And I remember our first win was like, I think we won the World Cup one.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And then you get that like almost like a second wind. I'm not saying that you don't get up for games, but you definitely get that. Yeah, right, okay, next one.
Well, we're due away. It's like, I need that second win. And what I said to everyone, like, I physically cried after. I was like, I don't know if I can do it. No, it wasn't even for me. It's just like, I don't know if I saw the kids, like, their soul had left their body. They were playing so well. And then just, the opposition, ballers.
It's tough, mate.
It's tough. It's really tough. And I'm totally with him. I think that it's all about it taking part. It's all about these kids having fun. But there comes a point, doesn't there? I think where like there's only so much fun kids will have when they get beat all the time. I don't know what the results are that he's facing because like we don't talk about scorelines, but
No.
I've been on the end of some serious ones, and it's so destroying.
I've had a few in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. It is so destroying, though.
Yeah,
It can really knock you, and it makes you question the whole thing. Like I was like, oh, I must be doing something wrong.
I can only imagine. Not that we're anywhere near it, but like, imagine you prep all week, you get onto the game. Well, just before the game, you do your team tour. You got everything sussed out, and then within 2 minutes, it's gone apart.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, we got to start all over again.
Well, you watched United the other day. So, God, that's rough.
I'm just glad we had a committee meeting halfway through, so we just have to watch it all.
Well, yeah. I was so glad I'd come pick you up.
For those that watched the pod on the weekend, yeah, we did have a few beers. So I did leave. I left my van there.
Club. So I was on chauffeur duty.
But I woke up in the morning, okay. I painted the rest of the bedroom. I even went shopping, so can't be that bad.
Jake got her money's worth out, yeah. Yeah. Speaking of the club, well, Winnie's not wearing his new one, but got a lovely new jacket from the club. Yeah, the old Grassroots on the side and on the back, and another sponsor. I might as well just
Yeah, do a little twirl. We're getting out there.
Yeah, that's it. Next thing you know, we'll be on everyone's top. I don't know if we can do that. I don't know if we can afford it. Yeah, not with everything else that we're doing.
No.
Which moves us on to one of the other things we are doing, I suppose, doesn't it?
Yes.
Our little massive challenge, which is to walk 1 million steps in a month between the two of us. So makes it much more doable. Unless you look at my watch right now, and I'm on a measly 7,800.
Well,
I'm just going to keep doing this.
I was on the road at 5:30 this morning. I did have I had an hour, and then I got drenched. It was real funny because I was trying to do a little bit of clips just because we said we was going to vlog it. So I did like every half hour. They got to 6:30. I had a little message out within, I don't even think it was 5 minutes. It absolutely smashed down. I just stood under a tree, like I'm the furthest away from my van. So I literally went from like tree to tree and then made it back. And I was just like, because I probably should have gone in some different clothes. I just wore my work gear just because I thought if I wear my work gear, I could stay out a bit later, get step in. But
I can't walk in my work gear. I'm in it all day.
But it was cold this morning as well, so I put my I call it puffer jacket, but it's a gilet in it. It's covered in paint where I use it for spraying, and then I got round, that got wet, so I put another coat on, and then that got wet, and I was just like, I'm gonna have to call it a day.
Do you not think when you're walking at that time and you're in your, because painters by trade are normally crackheads.
Wow.
Do you not think when you're like, because I always think about it, when people see me walking, because I walk late. When he's an early riser, I do wake up fairly early, but I'm not getting out that stupid. I might start it because that's pathetic, and I'm going to be walking till midnight now. But when I'm walking late at night, and I see people looking at me, I think they definitely think I'm off my head.
Honestly,
because
now
I'm just walking through the centre of town at like 11 o'clock at night.
Mate, completely different to what not completely different, but when we was doing the step challenge, right, the other week, I went out on the Monday at like 5 o'clock, and I swear down now, this couple was walking through town at 5:15, swigging neat vodka. And I was like, where have they been? Just walking through town. One said she had her jammer bottoms on, so where has she been? I don't know. Swigging neat vodka, man. And I was like,
there are some other places.
yeah, you end up walking longer because you want to dodge it.
I've made the amount of times I've crossed the road. Oh, no, I can't.
But yeah, so going back to it, we are looking to raise a decent amount, really, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got a target at the moment of £1,000, but obviously we want to beat that target. We want to beat our target of 1,000,000 steps, and if you keep donating, we'll just keep stepping. It's as simple as
I
that,
think
isn't
that's what we're going to do. We're going to see where we are in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then go for it, I think. But
Yeah, we'll try and put the link. Oh, it's a massive link in there.
yeah, it's. I struggle to tag it.
I know.
I keep saying too long, and I'm like,
So it is a ridiculously long link. So you might just have to scroll through something. I don't know.
please
go
help.
down. Please be patient. Please click on it. Please donate, because it is for a good cause.
Yeah.
We'll talk about. I think we'll probably talk about it properly during the vlogging.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I won't lie, I didn't know everything about prostate cancer, and I've been swatting up a little bit. So
yeah, well, like I said to you before, like I done a job for probably about a couple of months ago for a bloke, ex-policeman actually, a real nice bloke, and he was telling me that he had prostate cancer and went through the process, and I had a vague idea, but I didn't realise how important the prostate actually was.
Yeah, I know.
It's
really important.
Maybe
Maybe not so much to you anymore.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. He was telling me, like, get checked up and do all this, and then when we seen this come up, it was like a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? It's to raise awareness. It's to get people talking, and actually, we want to get people walking as well. That's the whole thing with, like,
we're sort of trying to get people going, aren't we? We're
going to build a community, the grassroots community.
We are.
Soon we'll buy this club, then we'll buy a town.
But going back to like what you said with obviously Unfazed and Discomfort Zone and Blaine, like we had such a great banter between all the teams, and it was like we can only go from our team because we seen it. Like everyone was just so just up for it. It was just buzzing, wasn't it? It was just like everyone was so encouraging, and like I said, we was out early in the morning, late at night, in the rain, and it was just like I can't praise our team enough, really, mate.
No, we've got a class team. Please all stay.
Yeah.
I think they will. We're going to do like team nights and everything like that because we've got a nice little community. It's really cute.
Yeah, and it was, like I said, the banter was unreal. Really. Yeah. We're just hoping that maybe we can get a couple more teams in. And well, anyway, if you think you're good enough.
Yeah, you got no chance. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like if we can do 1 million between us, maybe don't even bother. No, dude. Because honestly, what it does for like you can bring anybody in. It's like members of family and stuff. Isn't it? Like you end up chatting with your mum's. She's absolutely class. Like we are planning on doing a pod and getting everyone in, but let's just talk about it.
What a great woman, honestly.
She's class, mate. I don't know everyone in the group, so I was just hoping you could tell me a little bit about yourself.
So, if anyone doesn't know my mum, she is a counsellor by trade, and I just said to her, "Mum, you're such a counsellor." And then everyone was like giving an essay on what they are, and she had words of encouragement, didn't she?
Yeah, she's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. She kept it going, really.
She's coming on the pod.
Is she actually, or is that like?
Yeah, she said she'd come on the pod.
That'd be perfect. That would be perfect. Let's get you all on one side, one on the other side. We can talk about when they did counting together.
Yeah, we could just, we're a grassroots counselling community.
That's what we do.
But like walking and talking is so good, isn't it? Yeah. It's so good for the mind. Yeah. Like obviously, I go out in the morning on my own, and to prepare yourself for work. But I feel more awake when I get to work after I've been out early in the morning than I do if I just get up and go to work.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I am buzzing for the day. Like today, absolutely flew by. And I'm thinking, right, okay, same again tomorrow morning, if the weather's a bit better.
Oh, this one on forecast though, and this is the thing. I've got to ruin my trainers because this is the nature of the Forest of Dean and grassroots. There's a guy just cutting up some trees. Because of this weather, there's a load of trees have fallen down the road. This guy's gone firewood. I probably shouldn't tell anybody because the forest should be after him. And good enough as well because he's ruined my shoes. He's just chopping up trees in the middle of the road, so I'm stopped there and waiting to come up here.
Brilliant.
Which is my excuse for being late this week.
Wow, I don't want to say anything.
I've always got one week. So yeah, that's two of the things we want to talk about. There's another obvious one on the table, which is our competition we got running. This is part of it for October. Everybody that likes, shares, and tags 3 people in our post, we're offering up, 24 packs in that box?
Yeah, box.
So I think that's 240 cards, which is massive. And so far it's going great. So just keep going, guys. And
It's just got us
maybe a win.
back in the bug for it, hasn't it?
I know, mate. It's like, should we just talk about this though? Right? No United players are men.
Wow, you see why?
Jesus. We got Spurs, Chelsea, City, Arsenal, Wolves. Wolves. No United.
I wonder if any of our boys are in there for a golden baller.
One golden ball. Is that inside every pack? I see that. I'm buzzing now.
It's just terrible.
So we're gonna be opening them ourselves, and I think we'll probably open one, maybe, and we might open a pack at the end.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, because I'm kind of dying to now.
I honestly don't know what's good and what's not, so I'm just going to go solely on China's.
Like Pokemon cards now, you can't know what's good. Simple as that. You get full art, you get all of this, and
I don't know if that's the same or not.
no, it's not quite. I mean, they're not going to be worth as much Pokemon cards if they are.
But I see a few people get them signed, don't they, by the players. So
That's the future.
So
Cole Palmer, if you're listening,
yeah,
come and sign.
or Panini.
Yeah, we're actually solid here.
Yeah, we are.
There's a lot of money going in your pocket.
We're out of pocket, yeah.
Yeah, we plan on opening. I don't know, it's probably going to end up being a pack a day now.
Each. What I'm going to do in the morning is go to one shop, walk back to the van, to another shop, back to the van.
So they don't think you've got a problem. I used to do that.
Send the boys in.
I used to do that to get cash out so I go to a fruit machine. Oh god, I love it.
But yeah, we are gonna. I think what we mentioned as well is use our Facebook as a bit of a swap.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyone,
I could only imagine if there's anything like the cards that we collected in the past, you're going to get probably the same person
100 times. Yeah, the stickers was sick, like the Euros and stickers.
Oh,
Preston's swap collection. Criminal.
Well, in the end, I had a book. The 2 boys had a book, and then a few of us, like my mates, had a book for all the swaps, and we still had swaps.
Yeah, and you still have a shoebox full of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's competition. That's what we're going to be doing, and it's just our little bit.
And it seems to be a success. So
yeah,
keep
a lot
going.
better than FIFA.
Yeah, we're like I said,
it's a good thing though, because it means the kids aren't as interested in video games as they are in these cards. Maybe getting out there and doing whatever. So yeah, maybe it's a good thing.
I think so.
Maybe it's a good thing.
Let's get serious.
We're not going to talk about the games. We've done that. I've had my cry.
Yeah.
But winter training is the one, isn't it?
Yeah, like we had a committee meeting on Sunday, and winter training seems to be a bit of an issue, doesn't it?
Well, it is for us.
I mean, we're not fortunate enough to be able to have a leisure centre or Astro, so we have to hire. But how many teams have we actually got?
Like, we've got 3 in our age group.
I would say it's 12, 13 maybe?
Something like that. We've got like 160 odd kids.
So we need somewhere to train in the winter. And we used to train on a Friday. We've gone to a Wednesday in the summer, but that needs to change. But I'm in a predicament because Harley trains on a Friday, so I kind of need to be there.
In 2 places.
2 places at once. A lot of my parents have got kids who train on a Friday as well, and some of them like the pub. But I think we've got used to having the Wednesday and having a bit of a gap, because Friday sometimes is like we train 6:30, 7:30, get home 8, shower, bed 9.
12 hours later on the road.
Yeah, you're back up if you've got an hour of distance.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, I must have spent 4 or 5 hours ringing around. I managed to get somewhere on a Tuesday. I think it was 6:30 to 7:30, after trying 4 or 5 different others, only to give my parents a massive message, say they all agreed, apart from a couple that was struggling, but we had to go with the majority, to ring up the venue and say, can I book it now? And they turn around and say, oh, the person's made a mistake. It was only for next week. So I'm like,
Obviously,
oh,
you block it.
yeah.
You've got to book that for
Till end of
realistically,
March.
Yeah.
So in the end, now we have to stick with a Friday. It's not ideal.
Because I see them on the school run.
Yeah, it's not ideal. It just means potentially that Harley would just come with me every other week to train, which is not a problem. He has done before, but it's just I think he'd benefit more playing with his own team. It's just a difficult situation, isn't it?
Yeah, because I remember him coming training with us all the time. Because me and Winnie used to train together, and now between all
it's
of
just
us,
too many kids, isn't it?
So many kids. It's ridiculous. There's nearly 40 of them now in total, which is brilliant. But realistically, because we only have a third of the pitch, and it doesn't quite. It
didn't work, did it?
No.
Like we'd have a game at the end, it was like 20 on 20. It's just absolute carnage, wasn't it? But yeah, so we're almost struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
And there's no disrespect to because we use Lydney Astro, and rightly so. Lydney get first dibs.
Yeah, they're going to.
And same as Cinderford, they get first dibs on what they want. Which, hey, if it's theirs, they got it, haven't they? So there's probably 4 or 5 other teams who's fighting for the slots that's available.
Well, let's not forget seniors as well.
Yeah.
You get senior teams. It does blow my mind that a lot of senior teams end up training earlier and then all the later slots for the kids.
Well, there was another one. It was like 8 till 9. It was like, by the time we get back, it's gone half nothing.
Yeah, and Chip Shop's closed then. It's no good to me.
But our kids are 9.
Yes.
You know, they're in bed normally by then, aren't they?
Well, they should be.
But, do you know what I mean? So it's a real difficult one. It's just like, it's become really hard. And not only that, on the flip side of it, and we've discussed before, it's expensive.
Very expensive. We've looked at, we had our AGM Sunday, that's what we're on about with it all, and we've even talked about having battery-powered floodlights. But to do that, obviously there's a cost implication, and thanks to me and Winnie marking the pitches, you are welcome, Jace. There's a little bit more money to play with, but even in doing that, yes, they would pay for themselves, but then you've got to rotate around the space of the pitch.
Yeah.
It becomes a bit of hard work because what happens if you do chew the pitch up? Because we haven't booked anywhere. If there's a time when the rain is torrential, because
we only got to look at the last 2 days, haven't you?
Exactly.
You get it there now. It's
like, I would train in it. There's no way I wouldn't.
Oh yeah,
I
train in the car park.
Yeah, exactly. But I chewed the pitch up a little bit at the college on Friday training, just down in that one corner. You know, it gets like
it gets bad.
And that got chewed up partly because I was making the kids do shot runs, and they shot off of there.
I quite got to the bleep test yet.
No, we got to do a bit of fitness. But yeah, it's a real difficult one. We don't know what's best because we make that investment. We have to do all of that, and then yes, it means that the winter training we don't have to pay as much. But realistically, you want that permanent facility, don't you? You want to be able to train regardless of anything. Not indoor, like say.
I even looked at that though. I even looked at indoor.
I know that's the thing and even that's booked up.
Netball.
That's gonna be our next grassroots.
But I'd like to know, what. Obviously, round here, there's only 2, maybe 3 venues.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what the Gloucester teams are they in the same boat?
Well,
I know they got a bigger area.
Yeah. But I saw somebody had posted on one of the Facebook pages.
Yeah, I seen that.
I think it was the under 10s or under 9s one, saying that they've been let down last minute. Does that mean that, I don't know, maybe the venue, the same sort of thing could happen, couldn't it? Just make a mistake and you don't book. It does happen.
Yeah.
We've all made mistakes, but it's a serious implication for us, really. Because then you've got to find it, and you're covered by whatever time you got.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I mean, mine's sorted.
Well, mine is to a degree. It's just, like I said,
mine's later than I'd want it to be, though. To be fair, we're 6:45 to 7:45.
Yeah. So, you ain't getting home till at least 8:15, are you?
Well,
if you go chip shop, yeah,
got to get to that chip shop in time. The only beauty of it is you don't have the container to lock up and all of that sort of stuff. But then the other side of that is I'm probably going to be walking up the road with 6 mannequins. Yeah. Like it does. Yeah, it's it's a funny thing.
Right?
We're Cinderford, we are.
Oh, I guess
And it's
cold out there.
It's bitter cold. Like I'm playing football. Well, I should be. I'm hoping so. Paddock's all around me. But I'm hoping to be playing football there tomorrow. And
Oh,
last
it's cold.
week before we played, Jesus, it is bitter.
We hadn't even had the cold yet.
No, we haven't had the cold yet. It's just wet. Yeah, it's so rough, man. Not looking forward to it. Winter training is soul destroying, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I remember a couple of times last year. Again, we had the same time last year, 6:30, 7:30, setting up. Kids doing a bit of a run. A couple of them got hot, shut their jackets off early doors. 7:00. I kid you not. Some of them tops froze over.
Yeah.
And it was like, Lydney is quite open.
Yeah.
So we do get it up off the river, like, but just that. Oh, it's just yeah.
Froze once they got topped off.
Yeah, because that's even higher out there.
It's bitter cold. But it means that they'll be warm on a Saturday, won't they?
There's times like that where I miss the under 4s, under 5s when we used to go indoor.
Well, that's my 6s going indoor. It's just not fair on them at that age.
No, God, no, definitely not. Definitely not.
It's but then there you go. There's a massive facility problem then because there's a few under 6s teams. Like we're trying to start a tots at the moment at Broadwell. So that's but it is coming. So look out for that. Where we want to get like 3s and 4-year-olds in that, and it's when we're going to push for the girls team and get people in for that. But they're going to need that indoor facility because they can't be out in the cold.
Oh no.
So it's a great time to start it, Jason.
The only good thing with that is you know that it's going to be on every week because at that age they need to be going every week, don't they?
That's the thing, because I do alternate games and training. I want to be able to guarantee that their training's on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And if the game gets cancelled, we're just block booking it regardless, and then if the game's cancelled, we go in there to train. As simple as that.
Yeah.
Because
definitely.
the weather, like honestly, the weather's been bleak. Me and Winnie don't call off many games.
No.
But even we didn't want to play in the past couple of weeks. It's been
I just hope we get a dry spell now.
I know. Well, we're supposed to have a dry week, but then rain on the weekend.
Tell you what, it was good though last week because there was only literally one home game, so it did help it there. To be fair,
Could do with there being one home game on the 99 this week. But that's not. Got to mark that out, and the rain has washed it away. Simple as that.
Yeah. It's don't envy you. Yeah, we just.
But I'll get the steps in, won't I?
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. But yeah, that wasn't. It was a little bit annoying, really. Losing that because that's another cut there, isn't it?
That's the thing. It is all time. It's all time that Jace spends arranging it all. You spend ringing around trying to find your own, and that it's also because we want to keep everyone happy, don't we? Really?
Yeah.
So you message the parents, and it's so hard because you can only give them a few options. There's no way that everyone can make one of them. It's as simple as that. There's not going to be one that everyone can make.
No, and like I said earlier, there's some that's in the same boat with siblings.
Yeah.
So unless they take it in turns, I made, we got 13, 14 signed on, so I made 1 week only have 6, but you just have to go what you got, aren't you?
Yeah.
There's not a lot you can do about it, really.
Well, it's just the nature of the beast, isn't it? And yeah, hopefully it just works. It will work itself out.
Will.
I think as soon as it's the same thing. Like when the season started, we had murders on our group chat, didn't we? It was. Everyone was getting worked up about pitches, about all sorts of stuff, and it does happen. But then it's already petered out, and it's just that season starting, and everyone's like, "Oh, but I want to play here, or I want to be there," and it does happen.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's the same with winter training. We all want to be, but realistically, you want to be at Lydney. You live there.
Yeah,
I want to be at 5.
But I was willing to travel if it meant that I could sacrifice the Friday.
Yeah.
I tried to get Jace to sacrifice Cinderford and come to Lydney.
Oh yeah, he's Cinderford before me.
Yeah.
Because at least it's easy for me to kick someone off.
Yeah.
I haven't got to wait for another team.
That's the only positive we had, like last year.
You had Cam for you.
Yeah, but sometimes we'd be on there till like 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Well,
we was on there one time and he turned the lights off. We was on there too long. But
yeah, Cinderford got buzzer when we were playing. Buzzer kept going off. We just ignored it. And we were going till nearly 10 o'clock. Like, yeah, does happen.
Great, isn't it?
Yeah. But realistically, that would all be worked out if the leisure centre at 5 acres went ahead.
Yeah.
But we don't know what's going on with that. Nobody seems to know.
We seem to get something, don't we? That it's going to happen. And then all of a sudden they haven't got enough money.
Yeah.
And it's going to happen again. I
don't. Can you not just do the pictures? Make a little reception.
Yeah.
Be sweet.
We got the container.
Yeah. What more do you want, man?
I got a Wi-Fi box. There you go. Job done.
I don't know why they haven't started the leisure centre side of it and used that to then finance the rest.
Yeah.
There's so many things.
I mean, you could. I don't know what they do, but I mean, half a pitch you could get 40 quid easy.
Yeah.
So I mean that would be. I would have thought from 5:30 till 9 o'clock at night.
That's booked up. Of course it is.
Every night of the week.
Of course it is. And you get walking football in the day now, don't you?
Where do you go?
I don't know. That's a good point. Yeah. I don't know what they do. Indoor.
That's too quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Indoors non-stop. Imagine playing walking football, playing 1-2 off the wall.
Because that's the one, isn't it? That's the move.
That is it. Oh, mug off as well. I want to know. I really want to know.
See it. See that.
Can you just imagine it? Just give them the eyes, just like that, and just carry on.
I can just see it in real slow mo though in my head.
Where's the limit on walking?
This is why I've always wanted to watch it. I really want to watch and just see. Do you penalise somebody if they walk a bit fast? What have you got? Like,
I want to know what the rules are.
Because I'm a little kid. If I see the ball, I chase it like a dog.
Yeah.
So if I think I can get there quicker, if I just like power walkers. Can you do that? I don't know. Is that classed as a sport?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's like, no disrespect, some of them are quite old, so I can't imagine they're
You'd hope so, because if I saw someone younger than walking football,
I'm sure it's 55 and above.
Yeah.
Well, Jay said he qualified, didn't he?
I think so. Chase, we need you to play one for the wall.
Take one for the team, mate. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, God, that's an intro, that is.
That would be camera set up watching that. Oh, let's make it happen.
Yeah, no, we'll do a game of walking football.
The next pod challenge.
We can talk about the 5 acre thing forever, and we're never going to get anywhere.
I think it's just a bit of clarity on what's going on, because sometimes it's a bit like Chinese whispers as well, isn't it? You hear one thing and then somebody talks to them.
Yeah, everything's Chinese whispers. And the worst thing is everyone knows everyone in the forest. So everyone hears everything, but then they hear something else as well. So it's crazy. But yeah, I don't know why. I mean, the car park side of it, that could be open and that would facilitate our parking. It's all sorts of things like that.
It's little things, isn't it? Like you don't, like when we had it at school, it was just like, oh, the leisure centre, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's not until you get older you realise just how handy that would be.
Mate, that facility is so needed now, because where I live, and where Preston lives, because Preston's mum has got a house literally 30 seconds from me on a new estate. There's like 200 houses.
Exactly.
And where do those kids then suddenly Lydney and Cinderford are then swamped with people that need to learn to swim, that want to play tennis, all of those things.
Well, that's another one, isn't it? Swimming. You can't get them in swimming, though, can you?
No. And that is what actually affects my winter training and football training more than anything. But I can't go to midweek games because kids are swimming. Drown.
What's that one where they just chuck babies in, isn't it?
Yeah, just come on, parents. Just
take them all day.
Yeah. Just have a little bit more foresight. As soon as they're out there, boom, in the pond. And you're good to go. And then we don't have this problem. But yeah.
Maybe that's what we should do. I'll just take my lot swimming. There you go. 50 lengths.
Yeah. Take them swimming and just use the change room.
Get in the locker.
In here, and then you can do fitness in there.
Yeah, it's tough. It
is tough, and it's working around it.
It'd be, like I said, it'd be all right. Like, fortunate for me, it's literally a minute from my house.
Yeah.
So that's the only positive I got, But
That's why 5 acres.
Well,
that's a
yeah,
minute from
exactly
my
the same,
house.
isn't it?
It's literally,
Exactly the same.
I can walk there comfortably, apart from we need a container again, because it's my container really, it's my storage unit now. It's just full of all my football stuff.
Bit of graffiti on there, be fine.
Yeah. Now storage no more.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
That's an idea.
Yeah. Oh, there's an idea, guy. I know you're watching. You've been tracking my van. I did actually. I got to do an email. I'm going to send it to everyone at work.
I love that many group chats you sent it to earlier.
Honestly, right. If you go onto WhatsApp now, there's a thing at the top. You scroll down and it says groups.
Yeah.
So I just go through all my groups. There's groups I've forgotten I was in, and I just sent it to them.
Yeah.
People that I haven't spoken to in years.
I got ones from like stag do's from like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly the same thing.
I don't think I got their numbers anymore.
No, I found some really odd groups actually. I still posted it.
Hey, we'll take any donation we can.
Yeah. Right.
Should we get back open?
I think so. Quite a time in it. This could take a while. So I don't know.
I feel really like.
We need scissors.
Nah. Look at that.
Easy deal. Nice.
So, like I said, we are getting into this a little bit.
Yeah, we've got the one with the album.
So this is one. This is one of the prizes that will come out.
Yeah. What we got?
Ah, that's interesting.
Licking blood.
That's good. So you actually get a checklist.
Oh, you got a checklist. I love a checklist.
Like a lot of these kids.
It's like Microsoft Excel.
A lot of these kids, you can be like, obviously, but this is all new to me. Board game.
Oh. Oh, we're gonna have a pod match. Oh, it's actually class. Because I am awful at fantasy football. It's turned out.
Yeah, anyone in our league will see that. Wow.
False 9 don't work.
Right, before we get these open, we need to talk about it because I feel that Saturday's pod, he didn't get enough grief.
I know grief. Actually.
7 aside, false 9. Like, who do you think you are?
Well, I've now gone to calling it a false 7. And yeah, we've got a limited edition. It's just sick.
This is like.
Open the ball there. Yeah, so I just thought I'm going to stop playing with the striker. I'm going to try and win the battle in the midfield, and then when we go forward, that false 7, right? He's going to come forward. Boom! He's going to get onto the ball. It's going to be beautiful, and it didn't work because I haven't coached the kids in it. That's my fault basically.
Wow.
So, Coach Dad, to get that win, don't use that. It is.
Yeah, you do it your own way, mate.
Are we going to open all of these? Have you seen it when they open them on Pokemon? I have to admit that I do sometimes watch people open packs.
Yeah, so I find the kids doing it, and they do it like.
Yeah, and they go front to back like that.
I don't know. Is there a method in these?
Is there a thing? Are we about to do this, and people go, "Oh, like I've got blood on my fingers," so I'm.
I really feel like an amateur at this.
Is it like bags of crisps where it's unlucky if you open it from the bottom? Because I'm just going for it. What do you reckon?
Go on then. All we want is a shiny.
First one we got, Danny Ings. Oh, do I have to show them all to the camera?
Rattle through. No, because my fingers got paint all over.
I know, it's the thing, isn't it? I can't read the names, mate. It's hard to read upside down, especially when you're forest.
Milenko. Rashi!
Christ, what's his rating on there? Defense 73? That ain't right. Oh, so that's world class.
World class. So on this
Alvarez. Oh, mate. Oh, I'm looking at others now. Is there something about?
So the golden ballers is the ones I presume is in that then.
Yeah. So do you get, guys? You're gonna have to help us here. Do you get is this like a full art? So what's the difference between it and Rashi?
What, he's not showing you, is he?
No, Rashi's not showing me. That's world class. Okay.
We become a card opening pod now.
Yeah.
Brentford.
We should do like that. What's it? MSNR? Or, what's that thing where they make do all the.
I don't know how good our mics are.
No,
Probably a great charge. You've probably been going out for the last.
I don't know what that is.
So I did download the app. I don't know what I got to do with it.
Oh, is that a QR code?
Sweet.
Nice.
We'll get it online.
We got Zuma. Oh God, we got Zuma. And the cats. Oh, Son.
So yeah,
Why is he not world class?
he is on here. I think he's a
Golden ball. Yeah,
Mm.
but I think Godfrey. We got it's very Everton and West Ham heavy this pack. And we're back to Danny Ings.
right. I'm going to do this one,
Yeah,
and then we'll open the rest off.
off camera, I think, because I don't know how long that just took.
No. But what we're going to do, I'm saying this as a total optimistic, because whoever's in this, we're going to get signed. We'll flog it.
That's it. No, Premier League in it, so we're good.
Right, out of Odegaard, Watkins, Palmer, McAllister, Invincible, I don't know what it is, Foden, Mainu, Gordon, or Son, who is in this?
I hope it's Watkins. Oh, it's a sick card. Oh,
Look at that, he's all 100.
Look at that. Is he?
That is actually a really nice looking card,
That's
isn't it?
sick, isn't it?
So,
Is it metal or is it?
we need to get a little pocket.
We're gonna have to.
So, Philip.
Oh, I mean, he's a street footballer. He's
Yeah.
grassroots personified, isn't he?
Listen, we are United fans, but
My boy's a City fan.
yeah,
Does that help?
make his dream.
Yeah.
Make his dream,
Make Preston's life. Sign this card for God's sake.
please.
So easy.
Ah,
Oh, he's got like his cut corners and everything. Like. That's the one.
that's a really nice card.
So
So,
really nice. That's going strict. That's got to go in that book.
how much was this? Because we'll have to just get another one. So you can get
56 cards in a multi-set. Where's the tins? So
tins. So for anyone, we want to get the tins. So that's these. Now I think we want to open them all up.
we have got a lot of cards.
Ah, here you go. Then price per card. So a golden baller is worth a tenner, and a trophy.
It's worth £15. Well, we're already up.
I'm not. But listen, we're going to get savvy with this. We are going to promote this a little bit because of the way the competition went really well. We are going to probably do a few more of these
Yeah, we'll do something similar.
because the kids. We honestly didn't realize how much the kids actually love them.
I wonder how many kids are going to beg for that photo card. We'll get more than a tenner for that, I know.
It could be like the man of the match card.
Yeah.
You get this, and they come back all scrunched up. So before we go, those that haven't yet, please help us with
Yeah.
donations. We are putting the effort in. I know it's only day one, but some of us are putting the effort in.
Got no steps to it. Like this is time wasted now.
Open it up like that. Flick,
Yeah.
flick.
We going through like, oh. Yeah. But yeah, it's prostate cancer is a great cause. Anything to do with cancer is a great cause. So please just donate. We've all been affected by it. It's as simple as that. And 1 in 2 will. So
It's 1 and 2 for the big C, isn't it? But
1 in 8 for
1 in
prostate. That's still massive
and
numbers.
that's men, just isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
That's yeah.
it's actually scary, isn't it?
I don't know if I want to go get checked out right now.
Well, if it gets to, we can get maybe we get somebody on that can.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Somebody on
I don't know if we get away with doing an actual exam through the pod. Oh,
And also, it might be quite a. How'd you make that an upbeat pot?
Watch us squeal.
Oh. Anyway,
But yeah, on a serious note, like you say, if we maybe get somebody on, I can have a chat.
Yeah.
Somebody's been through it, maybe experience.
Yeah.
Because as much as we are about football, this is quite a serious thing, and we can be serious at times, can we?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. No. Yeah. Don't forget, it's not just that. It's this pod as well. So like and subscribe. Yeah. Let's get it out there.
That's our new slogan for this month: is like, subscribe, spend. Please.
And with that, it's up the blues for me.
It's up the clarets for me. Up the wow.
Just keep up with that. What's this one, by the way? Limited edition inside. Will you find a signature card?
Well, only for me boiler.
Oh, Slabhead!
The goat.
Oh, we're still Oh, I don't want to rip the card.
Darwin Nunes.
Oh.
Trossard.
Fabianski.
So I got
edition.
breakthrough.
Nice. Oh,
Tony.
these are sick though. These cards are actually sick.
Grealish. And Canate.
Sack that one off. Right, there's another full pack here.
Get it on there.
Got Fabianski there. He's limited edition.
So we need to just, obviously on a checklist, isn't it?
I want to look at that game as well, because do you think this is to do with the game? Right? So that's where he saves. So if you've got, ironically, Maguire ain't scoring against him. Do you reckon that's what it is?
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
Foden scored
Top
against
bins.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon all of these will end up being top bins, won't they? Oh, we got shiny midfield there. Angie. Yeah, do you see what I mean? It's got to be in it. Midfield master. Is he though? Oh, we got another shiny. We got two.
Magic
touch.
It says one invincible in this. Like, it tells you all the different ones you get. One trophy. 8 golden ballers, which is what we got now.
Oh, is that what you've got? So.
This is all the different bits you've got, look.
Oh, we got a stadium.
Cleveland College. Obviously 20 stadiums, yeah. This is amazing, isn't it?
Oh, Scotty. Slightly handy. Jesus, he's got some stats, man. Right.
Guess where I'm going tomorrow morning.
Because we're going tonight. Nice.